2:39 in the morning. Well, if you're going to be up, you may as well learn something. All right, let's kill this for just a moment here. Wait for people to show up. Cindy's here. Cindy is. Have you seen the sunlight this year? I haven't. No, that's right out. Hidden was saying, "You're going live. You're going live. You're going live. You're going live." No, no, no. I'm not ready. Okay, well I got ready. Do you like the video I shared with? I can't hear it. I'm sure she said something and I gotta duplicate it, but I can't hear the darn thing. Yeah, I meant to get some speakers to go with this thing when I went to the supermarket, but I got a Smithfield ham instead. There we go. I actually slept most of the day. Okay, what do we got going on today? We're going to talk about cameos and what the hell a cameo is. That one is not. No matter. This one is. This one is, and that one isn't. What the hell's the difference? How do you tell? Is there a science behind it? Or is it all subjective? Okay, this is a cameo. Ready? Ready? Ding! There. It's a jewelry form. Been around for ages. It used to be carved out of shells. Now I think they're plastic more than anything else. But it's a high contrast between. Where's my pointer? There it is. There you go. You tend. Oop, no, I gotta move that upward. Where the hell are you? There's a pointer. Pointer should be on top. There. Okay, and you can see this, the white part, this is carved out of shell. I don't know what the orange is. It's probably part of the same darn shell. I don't really understand jewelry, okay, so bear with me on that. But you see the contrast between the white and the dark. This is what we're talking about. These are jewels, brooches and stuff. Your grandmother probably had one that, you know, shaped like a fish or something, or a poodle. They wear them and throw it around town to look like peacocks. Hey, it was a big deal back in the 30s and 20s and teens. His wife mad at you, David? Oh gosh, it's a doghouse for you. You'll be folding sheets forever, poor fella. Okay, is it a science? Is there some cause here? Is it just simply an objective call? Well, it's a little bit of everything. Let's see. I got some older proof sets. These are 69s. Here we go. See? You can't see a damn thing. Let's get rid of the pointer. Get rid of the brooch. Brooch. Who named it brooch? Okay, these are some 69s. I've been giving these away during the big show. There they are. And they're not really cameos, but geez, some of them are kind of cameo. Okay, let's get in there and have a look. If I could focus, I'd be just happy. Okay, you get them on the proofs, but not just on the proofs. Here's a neat thing. You get these high contrast background to relief. Now on the modern ones, after 77, the Mint got their act together and they made them real good. Why are you laughing at me? She says. Well, for those of you who are wondering what the hell's he talking about, we got a chat. Oh, it's over there. We got a live chat going on right now. Okay. After 77, the Mint got their act together and they started producing their proof coins with a high contrast relief items. Everything, right? The letters, the numbers, the little designer's initials, the words, Liberty, everything on the back. This is, what is that? This is one of those Oregons. There we go. And they really got their act together. They look great. It's just black and white. And if you can get in close, let's see if we can make this focus. That'll be a treat, huh? There we go. You get in close and see it, and you see the fields on these things are just mirrors. There's the camera, little blue light on the camera. Got one on each side. Whereas the relief is it's almost like it's been sandblasted. Very fine abrasive is what was used. Now about 2010 they changed their methods and you get this this granular look because it's a laser that actually etches out the surface on the relief of the coins. Kind of a neat thing, but here's what the heck they look like. Older coins, you're going to find them aren't quite as cameo-like. Here's that 69. All right, and that's a proof. It's still in the proof holder. Yeah, they're kind of mirrory. This one's got a lot of scratches on the surface of the holder, so it's a little tougher. Whoa! Come back. It's tough to see through it, but you can see some of the coins do have that sharp contrast. Nickel looks real good with that contrast. Okay, when they first make the dies, this is really a milky looking set, isn't it? It's kind of blue. Okay. When they first produced the dies, the devices would have a bit of an etch to them, a bit of a roughness, which would change the way the light bounces off. I mean, you have these, these great cameos, but you'd only have 1,000 or two on each die. After a few hundred strikes, that surface starts getting a little softer and softer because it's, just being hammered flat. But you get them. And they call them frosty. Now the nickel here, the nickel has a wonderful cameo effect. You've got black and white on that, plus milkiness, which is too bad for that one. Huh. Now with the cameo coin, it's going to be cameo on, ready, both sides. This one doesn't qualify. The front is great, but the back isn't. Well, they don't always use the same die pairs, right? The reverse die is good, they'll keep on using that, but the front die is a little wore out. They replace one but not the other. So you get these coins that are, excuse me, cameo on one side, but brilliant on the other. And that's what they called the darn things originally, was brilliant proofs. Now in 1936, they were doing them originally with a satin finish. And they're pretty darn, oh, they're freaking gorgeous, let me tell you. But they went to, well, more of a polished look. Here we go. Let's see if we got some here. I'm sure we do. And that's kind of streaky. You rub it on your armpit, they really come out clean. Yeah, I think the quarter's probably going to do you here. There you go. So you have a brilliant finish on these things. And the, geez, I got a penny here that'd be perfect to show. The devices are just as mirrored as the fields. Well, the quarter's kind of close there. That's pretty decent cameo on that one. See, I'm not ready. I'm just pulling this stuff out of my hat. They'd have these devices which are just as mirrored as the fields, and that's a brilliant proof. Well, they learned over time that people kind of like these cameos, and if you can get them before 1977, yeah, they bring a premium. These do. This 1969 Kennedy half dollar clearly has some cameo effect. But they got different grades. They got cameo, they got deep cameo, then you got the ultra cameo, the heavy cameo. Everybody's got a different name for the darn things. And really it just describes the that vibrant contrast of the coin. Did you start to lick the coin? No, I had nothing to do with that, I swear it. Somebody started that. It wasn't me. I might have been an influence, but I had no direct hand in that. That's somebody else. Dude. And you're going to find the cameo proofs, they're a little rougher on the tongue. Okay, but this is what you have. You get cameos, you get non-cameos. Some have a stronger cameo than others. Where'd that nickel go? Hey, you got a mild cameo. That's not quite as bold as this half dollar or this here quarter, right? Where it's just deep. It's just this massive black and white contrast. Then you get the super duper cameo, the mega ultra cameo, the massive cameo. They're just plain cameo. Okay, I got a penny here. Let's pull that out. Well, where the hell's my cards? I need more cards. That looks good. Get the dust off. Okay. What you got here? And they're not just on proofs. What you got? This is a 1964. Would that be a cameo or not a cameo? It has some frostiness, but it, in the right light, the frostiness goes away. All right, this would be, barely cameo. I'm going to flip it over, look at the back. But in the right light, I got no cameo effect on that, or very limited. But it's got to be, as I said, it's got to be on both sides, front and back. Well, maybe the letters have it, but the statue stairs don't. This would be described as more of a frosty proof. I can put that under the scope, give you a better idea. Okay, let's make some room. Get that. I don't need this. It's a damn keyboard. I like that I can throw that off to the side. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Ready? Ding, here it is. Isn't that nice? There's it. Okay. Here, you can see that there is some sort of difference in the surface on Abe over here. You know, on his face versus the fields, which are just freaking reflective. And the little speckles there, that's actually the crystalline structure of the copper on these coins. It's hard to take good photos of these, but it's not quite as frosty as a more bold one. Let's pull that Oregon over here and have a look. There we go. And we can see, if you zoom in far enough, it looks like it's been sandblasted. Well, they used to use a very fine abrasive. How do you get that little piece of lint off of there? There, just like that. Okay, and that's what the hell makes that Cameo surface so darn, light scattering. Where are you? Here you go. That's about as zoomed in as I can get. And it scatters the light, whereas the fields reflect the light. What is that? Dandruff? Gross. There you go. That's what you're looking at. Now the moderns, 2010 and up, the laser did it, and it's speckly. It's almost pixelated the way the laser works, because it hits a spot and heats it up until a fine, just a tiniest amount, just kind of pops off. And that's how they do the dyes. And they clean it up and all, and then start striking coins. And that's the granular appearance that you get after 77. Before 77, it's these things, and it's just the way the metal contorted when the die was hubbed. There you go. This is bow tie. You can make that out. All right, but over time, that little cameo effect disappears. Well, the moderns, they just make more dies. They make hundreds of dies. They get machines that make the darn dies out. They don't care. Back in the day, they used to do them manually. It was a lot tougher. There's Washington's bow tie. What's that right there? That's a little bit of MD is what that is. Yeah, and they even do it on the rim. There, the rims really show up. Yeah. There's your rim. You can see that. And the whole darn coin is like that. Works out great. I don't know if we can make that actually focus. Is there a place where it focuses? Not on this earth. No matter. We'll leave it right there. Okay, well, I gotta find a frosty 1969 because I need one for my little collection. Barely Cameo. There's other cameos. Oh, watch this. I got one I picked out here. Let's see. Here's the screen. All right, that's what I see. And let's see if we can see this one. This is a 1966 Cameo. Does that make sense at all? Let's see if we can see that. Wow, we can see that beautiful. Okay, that's a 1966. The what do you call them? SMSs, the special mint sets. When those dies were fresh, yeah, you had the same darn thing going on because they were, somewhat polished, and you could get cameos on those, and they're worth a good premium if you get a special mint set Cameo. They draw a pretty substantial premium. This is just the penny 1966 SMS CA Cameo, and there's also deep Cameo, but that page doesn't want to load for some reason. That's okay. We'll just stick with that. When you get a 65 Cameo, yeah, you're talking 3 digits, and they get up there. What, 67? There's a 68 Cameo NGC graded. That's 4 digits. 67s they're 4 digits. Good money on these things. Don't be fooled. Yeah, you can find some neat stuff. Where's that? Where's home? There, no. Where'd it go? There it is. There's that part. I can kill this. There. Okay, now I can see the chat. See you guys. Where's the scope? No. There. Okay. So you get these special mint sets. This is a 66. You can still get them, and you can still find cameos in these freaking special mint sets. No fooling. And when you do, you say, hell yeah. Remember, these coins last. They stick in people's collections for decades, right? And when they come out of somebody's collection, they get sold off. Maybe somebody took it just down to a dealer and hawked it for, you know, $4 or whatever the hell they got. There you go. But on the special mint sets, you get this great, you know, extra finish. It's they put some extra time, not a whole lot into it, but every now and then you can get a coin with some cameo aspect on there, and they are delightful to see, and they're worth good money, real good money. Let's look at the back. And the 66 is nice because I get the little plastic holder. There you go. But when those fields have been polished and they're still fresh, they come out mostly mirror-like. So there's one to keep an eye out for, is cameos on your special mint sets. Yep. Ooh, that one's, well, that was just a sharper piece. Excellent year, says Frank. Frank was born in 1866, didn't you know? This is a 1966. There you go. We'll just leave it right there because it balances. No matter. So keep an eye out for those. Seriously, if you can cherry pick special mint sets, nail them. You get a better chance, not so much at coin shows, but at your local coin shop where somebody walked in with some old coins just to, hey, I want to sell these. And the guy says, geez, I got an extra mint set here. And, okay, I'll take the whole box. And that's when you get good. That's when there's a chance to find them. The nickel on this one has some hope, but you can see the back. It's not quite as mirrored as it would like to be. Let's look at this under the scope here. Where are you? Where that should be this? That's the nickel. Let's see if we can find a finish on that. See how it's kind of grainy? It wants to be grainy. This is Jefferson's head. There you go. There's Jefferson's eyeball. But over here in the field, well, it's about the same. No matter. It's been used a few times. You're starting to get some, some dye deterioration. You can see it on the top of the R. Let's see if I can turn that to the top of the R. And once you start getting that, it's, you know, well past the stage where that thing's going to produce, where that dye is going to produce a cameo aspect. But it's all subjective, man. You know, one guy says cameo, one guy says cameo. It's not the same. But generally, it comes out consensus. Everybody says it's a cameo. Well, you got a better chance. See how you got more polishing left on this spot? Well, that's what you want to see. No matter. We'll get some dye deterioration doubling on the top of that 9, on the top of that 6. But it's a good coin. It's a good set. I'll take it. You get these things for, you know, a few bucks. But over time, that finish changes as it's just impacted over and over and over again. Look in front of Washington's nose. That would be more of the original finish before it was butchered through heavy use. Yeah, they're more brilliant than your regular business strikes. Where's Kennedy? Up behind his head. And if you go further away, that's where your die wear is going to show up more. No matter. So no cameo on that bad bird. But you keep an eye out for them. And sometimes you can find them. Dude, and when you do, it's a jackpot. You're figuring not that many. What was the PCGS counts on that? Let's go back. Where the hell are you? That's not it. Here it is. Okay, and the cameo, 1966, which you're looking at, right? We're going over to here. Yep. What do you got here? Population, 25, 61, 29. Jesus, that's not many at all. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 110 of the darn things. Anything lower? 120. Not many at all. Dude, very, very few. You got 2.2 million produced. You get 120 cameos, and they get good money. Well, I probably will never find one, but I don't care. I'll keep an eye out. At least I know enough to keep an eye out. How many for deep cameo? And that's just a, you know, a more cameo, higher contrast. Population here, I don't see any. There are none here. None. Damn it, man. How about 67s in deep cameo? Why even have the page? None. Nope, that's still 66. I clicked it, nothing happened. Okay, you got one 1967 deep cameo sent. And that sold last year for $3,000. Look for that in your pocket change. That's right. You're not going to find this shit in your pocket change. There you go. Not supposed to be cameo. Well, I tell you what, if this one's a cameo, that 64 penny in front of me is a cameo. I should send it in. You suppose this will ever load? Come on. No, that ain't gonna load. Oh, there it is. Okay, and you got, you know, nice frosty devices, good contrast between the back and the front, between the background and the relief. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. That's a juicy little piece. What's that one go for? That's a 67 regular cameo. A few $100 here. Yep, they got, it's the 68 cameos, 5,500, what that sold for. Yeah, you're looking at 180, $200, $100. At 67, a couple of hundred easy. 480 to 788 is the range. Meat and potatoes right there. And the 67, nope, that's one of the few, you know, $500 coins. They don't have the picture of the 68, which is really too bad. That sold 5 years ago for $5 grand. There was one. What do you got here? 75, 38, 40. And this is regular cameo. Yeah. You get 150 of the darn things here. 157, 160 of them. Not many. Very few. They're few and far between. Don't expect to find one, but if you do, you know enough to keep it out. With such a small population, I'd expect these prices, even in 65, would probably be going up over time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We got 5 listed here: 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 16, and 19. You get, you know, 1, maybe 2 a year coming up. Heritage, eBay, great collections. Heritage, eBay. What's HA? I gotta find out. HA, that's Heritage Auctions. Okay. Yeah. Few and far between. Yeah, when you got less than a few hundred, them's the ones to hold on to. Let's see, I'm gonna find, there's the damn chat. There's home. Ta-da! So the, well, that's my damn dime. These are not cameo. These are the lucite variety. Cameo, deep, ultra, and super duper. Well, you can't call it deep cameo, you know, if that's part of your grading service, and then have another grading service using the same darn thing. So, PCGS uses deep cameo. NGC uses ultra cameo. Okay, well, let's just say stronger contrast is what that is. But it's subjective. Been in my pocket change for 2 weeks. What's that one? Potatoes and celery. That's right. Good corners on Cameo. What? The 1938 proof Lincoln sent. Did I had Robert send and came back proof 64. Well, good. Got that one that you picked up for like $2? Something like that. Every now and then you can find some goodies. Watch these old sets, right? The pre-77s, especially, you know, even before that, because if you got cameo on some of these coins, you're gonna say, hey, this is a better set. Okay, there you go. You get a 69S proof set with a good cameo half. Yeah, consider that should have a premium. The halves and the pennies, those are the ones to look for. Because everybody collects the halves and everybody collects pennies. And when you get a good cameo on those, that's a better set. Okay, let me find another one here. That's where it makes sense. You can take the thing apart and probably sell just the one coin for, you know, much as these set cost. What, $8? 1960 proof sets are run $8. But when you get these cameos and the penny and a half, you can probably sell one or the other for more than the whole set cost. So that one, you just need a whole lot of proof sets to go through. And that's where coin shows come in handy. I got a couple more here. I think I went through them when I first got them, just to make sure I had them all. They were dated right. What's this one? They're a little scuffed up on this one. I guess it was taken out and roughed up by some teenagers or something. Okay, the $50 looks like it has a chance, but I'm looking through plastic. The penny's no good. What's that? There's some shit on there. What the hell is that? I know, there's like cat shit on this one. And that one, the dime has a chance. That wouldn't be deep. So you get to check both sides. The $50 isn't, the penny is not, the nickel is not. That's right, cat shit. What is it? Look at this. What the hell is this shit? See, it comes off. It's not on the coin, it's on the damn holder. What the hell are you thinking giving that to your 3-year-old? Ah, there it is. But the cat ran off. My girl ran off. She took my dog. I sure do miss my dog. Alright, let's look at this one. Nickel looks good. Penny looks great. The quarter on this one looks like a little bit better. Not quite solid. If you look in the lower neck, it's more brilliant than Cameo. Excuse me. The half, clearly brilliant. Penny has a chance. The nickel's kind of strong, but look at the back. See his tempo? You know, you need to get that Cameo finish across the whole coin, the whole darn thing. His tempo and his collar, this would not be a Cameo nickel. Let's look at the back. And same thing back here in the building, that's more brilliant. Here I got a great Cameo on the reverse on the penny. But I can have different different dies used on the front and the back. So that's pretty solid there. Look at the front. But it's pretty light over here, not as black and white as I like to see. Kind of a deep, rich pumpkin tone on that one. The dime has half a chance. Let's look at the dime. Nah, that doesn't have it. But a more modern proof set, dude, they're all freaking tight. What? Don't I have some? I get some purples over there. Anything here? I will never know. What's this? What's this? Okay, this 2001. Let's put that away. Did I just hear Ken get artistic and call it pumpkin? Dude, look at the color on this. Dude, look at that. That's a pretty penny right there. It's a color. I'm just saying. It's got some eye appeal. How's your blood sugar, everybody? Let's all test our blood sugar. Okay, let's see. Put these up. Put this away. I've taken this out 13 times in 3 days. Still ain't got it right. Let's look at one of these moderns. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, getting the Cameo on the moderns is no problem at all. Really, if you don't have a Cameo on it, that's when it becomes more special because they had their act together pretty well. There we go. Look at the back. There's that dollar. The pennies sharp. The nickel. The half dollars. They got them. This isn't that strong, I think. They might have run that die a little longer. Yeah. But that's what you're looking at, these moderns. With them quarters. There you go. So you can take apart these mint sets, these proof sets, pretty easily. One thing to watch out for if you're buying a proof set is people have taken these apart and switched out the coins. Alright? So you got to check the S. You check that it has Cameo. Right? If it's a silver set, check the darn thing. Make sure they didn't replace it with the clads. Because, you know, looking at a silver and looking at a clad, they look a whole lot alike. But the silvers tend to have a little more brightness. Man, they will rape you no matter what. Every way they can, they're going to get you. Every meal has something from the sugar group. I had Tootsie Pops for dinner. There we go. I ate these until I got stomach cramps. Got that big sack of them. Okay, what's this one? It's an 80. What's there? What's there? Dum-ba-dum. There, look at, this is a deep Cameo. Great contrast. The Kennedy, great contrast. Jesus. The dime, pretty good. Penny's fine, nickel's fine. I think the quarter wins the award on this one. Can't post that, buddy. City knows. I wonder what he said. I could read that. Hey man, let's keep it straight. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, but I think Trey might be up. He went to bed early. Stop. There's the back on those. And you get this black. Okay, this. I'll talk about the reverse on that dollar coin. Beautiful contrast. That's what I like in a penny. Good contrast. Yeah, the quarter on this 82 is the winner. Sometimes it's deeper than others. All right. I had a whole bunch of them here. Where the hell those 64s go? I don't know, man. Here's a bunch of nickels. Give me a thing. So what are these? O2s. You know, ain't nothing wrong with those. Ain't nothing wrong with those. You're gonna pick up these proofs. You know, make sure they're black and white. And this is why it's so darn important not to stick your finger right on them, because you destroy that finish in no time. Let's look under here. Scope. There you go. There's that beautiful finish and the difference there. Cameo. Now I'm going to pull up a 2010. What's the hell's this? 2002? There it is. I don't have one, so I'll pull up a picture from. What's this? What's that? Deep Cameo. Here's a deep Cameo 2003 Shield penny. Everybody's favorite. Let's see if we got a picture. Have you got a freaking picture? Dude, you ain't got no picture. What the hell? Oh, this is sinister. All right, where the hell's eBay? I know you got something there. Okay. Yeah, we'll just zoom in on the damn thing. I might have a picture somewhere. Okay, here, 2010 proof Lincoln sent. Let's see if we can get a good shot. There, look at it. We're gonna go over here to the screen. And what you got here? I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Computer assisted. This is probably gonna be a good shot. See if we can zoom in on that. Can't zoom in on that one. Barely zoom in on this one. Let's try a different picture here. No, not good enough. Just not close enough. But yeah, it's much grainier after 2010 or 2010 on. You got a lot of crap on this penny, man. Jesus, take a good shot and don't put pictures like that up. Christ, who's gonna buy your crap? This is clean. Wish I could zoom in more. Oh, have I got some dollars here? I might have some dollars somewhere here. Let me find out. Stand by. Where's the blue book? Oh, look, I got a couple more binders. All right, let's see. Dollars. Goes to 2009. Why do I have anything behind? I got nothing. These aren't even proof, man. No, I don't have. What? Have I got pennies? I might have pennies in the other one. Where the hell is the other one? Oh, here it is. Okay, let's see what we got. Now, I sold so much out of this thing, I'm trying to rebuild it. Nope, okay. Well, there it is. What are these? This is a 2009 proof set. No, that's the old finish. But then they did here. They started doing the dollar coins a little bit early, right? With that special finish. Here, look at this. See the dollars? And they're great cameo. No question there's high contrast, but let's look at the finish on these things. Oops. Scoop. Where are ya? Here is Zachary Taylor's head. Jesus, stop staring! What's this guy? John Tyler. Alright, we'll look at him. He's not staring at me. I get so paranoid. I can't even search the new nickels where he's looking at you. No, can't do it. Let's zoom in and look at the finish on this. And see that? That's what we're talking about. This is the laser finish on the proofs. And it's almost pixelated the way it's set up, the way it's done. Who's this? Here's James Polk. Here's James Polk's forehead. Ta-da. They got a great look. They really do stand apart. As far as the sharpness of that contrast. But what the hell's going on here? Looks like I got a suit like this. It's tweed. Yeah, well, they go to the laser and it gets a more mechanical look if you zoom way in. If you zoom right, you can see there's almost a pattern to the way these little bumps and ridges come in. Almost a linear pattern. It's because the laser goes like this, zzz, eats away. Hyaluronic acid on those. Yep, that'll clean them right up. That's what you're looking at on the new card. On the new. Well, we'll probably see this on the W penny. How's Lady Liberty looking? Where are you? There you go. What's this? Here's her face. Yeah, put some hyaluronic acid on that. Where's her titties? Let's look at those. Does she have any? No, she has nothing. Man, she's dressed like Ruth Bader Ginsburg on these. She's got no feminine features whatsoever. That's a damn shame. I bet you that'd be a great looking statue if they dressed, you know, lose the robe and get like a flag bikini on there. Well, that's what we got. We got to put up with it. What's this? There's her book. Imagine that. They'd be pretty rough on your tongue, you know, if you gave that a lick. Sweet camera. Is that a 300x? That's a 1000x. 2 megapixel USB. Let's see. Where's home? There it is. What sets this apart more than anything else is the vertical stand. Dude, that vertical stand. They got them with flexible stands, kind of like this light up here. Where the hell is it? There's that lamp. Yeah, don't get the flexible stand because you can't get a perpendicular shot. Here, with that, you can. Because it'll go up. See that? Huh? It'll go down. And it stays fucking perpendicular. If I tilt that... Stop. Get up here. If I tilt that, I don't get the same shot. Well, let's see. I can probably put both 2 cameras up here. USB scope. There it is. There's the USB scope itself. Let's get the focus going. Show me Liberty's boobs. There's Liberty's boobs. Now if I tilt this, it all goes to hell. All right, then I've got a difference in space, a difference in distance from one side of the camera to the other side of the camera on the features of the coin, and it doesn't give you lose focus. There'll be one point in the middle where it's focused. Here I've got equidistance all the way across. So yeah, get that. The stand is the thing here. 30 bucks on Amazon. Look, let's go over to Amazon. Here's a screen. There it is. Amazon. This is the microscope I got. That one. That's this one. Okay, but they have since changed that thingy, the stand. Okay, how much was that one? $35.99. Yeah, well, I think I got this one for 17 or 18 bucks. Let's see. Here's one for 50 to 1000x wireless. Probably okay. But here, can you see this one with the non-vertical stand? Yeah, that's it. The one with a non-vertical stand, forget it. No amount of magnification is going to correct for that that non-vertical stand. Same with these two. Right? It's the vertical you got to have. If it's flexible, if it's got a knuckle, forget it. This one, you're going to be a whole lot happier with. 300 bucks? Jesus. They got these things for freaking 20, 25 bucks on occasion. That's when you want to grab them. Here's one for 20 bucks. The camera's good, but the base isn't. You want to get that vertical upright base. What you got there, a flower? Okay. Well, just keep hunting around, check it every now and again. Sometimes I got them for, you know, cheap as dirt, 15, 16 bucks. What's this one? 45, 70. You don't got to go that high. Yeah, but a lot of these are just clones. But the big thing is 1000x and 2 megapixels. You know, if it's got 200x, forget it. Here's one with 200x. Just run away. Not good enough. You're going to be unhappy with it. 600x, no. You're not going to be happy. 300x, no. Run for your life. You will be upset. You'll be cursing. You'll be bitching. This camera ain't good enough. Okay, let's see if we can find another one here. What's this one? 1000x price is too high at 45 bucks. But they just fancied up the stand on that. That's all it is. That's made for slides. You can pull those off. Just unscrew them. Get the hell out of here. All right, what's this? Explore the world. Here's a bug. Here's some skin. Here's a circuit board. Got any more? Got any more? Got any more? I don't see any. They'll come by from time to time. This is probably the winner right here is one of these three. Let's see, 50 to 1000, 50 to 1000, 50 to 1000, 2 megapixels, 2 megapixels. What's this one? Doesn't say. One of these will probably get you home. 45 bucks? Why so high? That's what I see. Anybody want to buy some books? What the wind knows. Who is this woman? Okay. Yeah, check on it every now and then. I see it sometimes. I'll stick a link over in the YouTuber group. Kill that. Find the chat and pull up this. Home. There. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. There you go. But there's some presidentials. And they have that same contrast. And this will never go away. Because this is a physical change on that die. These are going to keep their contrast for a very, very long time. They're not going to fade. None of it. There's a dimmer. Supposedly on mine. Yeah, there it is. That's the dimmer. But the camera, right, the software for the camera will make up for the dimmer. That's not it. We cancel that. Here's the scope. There. Let's put something under there. There's a nickel. And I'm going to change the brightness on this dimmer. There. You can see that. He's got a spot on his neck. Let's focus on that. Focus. Okay. But the dimmer, I can change the brightness on the camera and you'll see it over here. But the camera software will make up for it as best it can. So the resulting photo is pretty much the same. Dude, what the hell? Okay, there's low, there's medium, there's high, but the camera image about the same. Why bother with a dimmer when the software is going to take over? There we go. I just found a bag of Snickers. Woohoo! That'll pump your sugar up. May I do it with coffee? That's a great setup. I got everything here. We got the little camera, the big camera. There's one. All right. There's two. There's three cameras. There's my skin. Ooh, look, my fingerprint. I leave this. You'll see this on all the proof pennies I sell. That's how I sign them. Just take the thing. Right, just put my finger right on there. There. I got a great fingerprint every time. It's like a signature. It works great. Find the one built exactly like Ken's. I have the same thing at 500x. 1000x, you're going to be happy. I can get in pretty good with these. What have we got? 2002D, and I get way the hell in there. There you go. 2002D. You want to see his eyeball? No problem at all. You want to see inside the letter of the R? I can get close. You can get closer, but you're going to spend more. This is a $20 camera, $15 camera. Now, another thing you can do is use the software, right, and kind of pseudo zoom in. Okay, I get the photo here, but if I were to stretch that thing, now I'm not changing the camera, leaving the camera the same, but I'm going to change the image size. There we go. So I get kind of a zoom in effect there, but if I go too far, it'll pixelate because I'm not really changing the magnification. I'm just stretching out the image. Where's my little thing in the side I can grab? There you go. So there's the 0. All right, where's the mint mark? There's your D. But at some point, if you do this too much, it means nothing, because all I'm doing is taking one pixel and making it fill up 4. So that's got limited use, but it can be handy for people on small devices. They're using their cell phones or whatever. And I can resize that, put it back where it was. A little more. There, that's where it was. And there's your penny. Move it around. This is so mind-blowing. Oh, this times you're going to need this sort of resolution. I tell people, focus on that little serif on the end, or take a look at the F and G to determine a dye variety. And a lot of times the F and G will make it or break it. Is it a close AM? Is it a wide AM? Is it a clash? What's going on with that coin? There's crud on this one, let me tell you. There you go. There's plenty of times you need that sort of magnification. Let's see. What's this? Aha. Okay, is this a large date or is it a small date? Well, I need that sort of magnification just so I can see the damn coin. It's tough using my scope for live stuff. It comes so close. The curvature of the planchet affects the focusing. Sorry, man. They're probably pretty good for taking still photos. With this thing, I can take still photos. That work great. We've got a still here somewhere. Oh, I got all kinds of stills. Let me pull those up. Let's see. Here's a screen. Yep. There's a screen, and we got a bunch of still photos here. Where's the no, this is camera roll. Okay, there's an S. There's an S mint mark. If it will ever load. Okay, nothing great. I can blow it up though. Ta-da! S mint mark. That's a standard S on SMMS 008. I'd have to look it up. Okay, for bigger shots, I use the bigger scope. Okay, here you go. Here's this penny, and that's an 1845, and that's done with the big cam. Where'd you go? You're here. Yep. That one's done with the big camera, which is that one. Or this one. Alright, and it does okay for the whole shot, but if I want to get in close, I got to use the little camera. And this is what happens then. Have we got the date? There's a date on the same coin. Okay, and I can zoom in on that too. Looks legit. But you get too much magnification. It makes the image useless. Oh, let's see. What's this one? A lamination. Dum da dum. I didn't mark this or anything. It's just it's a Win 208 1216. That's like a year and a half ago I took that one. Okay, here we go. This is where the close-up shots come in very handy. As on the BIE era, this is a die chip right between the letters of B and E. Yeah, that's pretty darn handy because on these on the scope, man, that's a tiny little spot to try to get into, but you can get in there, and you do just fine. Okay, let's see. Die cracks are handy. What's on this? What's on the buffalo? Oh, there's my penny. There's my 36 double die that's screwed up. There we go. Here's an RPM. And that's where the power of magnification really starts to show up, because you can get in this close. You're talking a tenth of a millimeter is probably the thickness of this upper piece, which is the secondary mint mark. Yeah, that's where it's real handy. If this was 200x, this would be about the best shot I can get. It's just not good enough. If you want to get in close, get the gear, because without it, you're just going to be pissed off and unhappy. What the hell's this? Oh, here's some outgoing mail. What's this one? Is that bird? Okay, here's a still photograph of a nickel, which happens to be right on the desk. So let's get this out of the way. And I'll put the nickel here, and we can take a look. Okay, you ready? Here's the same. Okay, there's the chat. There we go. Here we got this nickel. This one. There's that nickel. And, okay, great. You can see here there's something going on with it. But you got to put it under the scope to really find out. And you say, aha, it's got some die cracks. It's got a lot of die cracks. It's got a big fat cut on one side. There's stuff going on all over this coin. Right? I can zoom in on the scope and give you a better look. It's an 1867 shield nickel. And cracks galore. Cracks and cuds and retained cuds. There's a shattered die is what's going on. We look at the other side. Same damn thing. Same damn thing. Breaking up. They just ran this into the ground, man. They probably didn't get many strikes more out of this, or either die. But here, I can get way in. Does that intersect the die rim there? Huh. Why, yes. Yes, it does. And you get to a point where the light and the angle you attack the coin with. I've got this at a slight, let me show you here, at a slight angle. There's home. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually, stop. Got a little gap here. Why don't you work for me here, huh? I'll push it over. A little bit of a gap here because I'm lifting up one edge. And that's real handy because it'll help change the way the light hits the coin. And if you're showing off a coin, you need that. Look, see, I can get that all the way under there just about. Here it's flat. Doesn't go in. But if I tilt that, that's going to change the light. And you can see here, aha, that little bit appears. Or if it's flat, you can barely see it. Oh, wait, there is a crack right here coming off the circle. There it is. And I can change the focus. Yeah, it's handy. It's a diagnostic tool. 24 bucks, you find one, Cindy? On eBay. Aha. 2000X. I'm ready for 2000X. Really, I'm ready. 2000X, you're getting into repunch mint marks, the really small ones where it's just a tilted mint mark. Okay, Cindy has a, there you go, 2368. Here's the screen. Here's what Cindy has found. And she got the link. Yeah, okay, let's look at this. You got the exact same stand I have. Hell, it's a clone of the camera I have. This is a clone. Yep, 8 LED lights. 2368. Shipped. It's coming from California. Mine came from freaking China. It took, 3 weeks to come in. What else you got here? Here's a mirror image of the darn thing. I don't actually use that thingy in the back. Yep, that's good. That's it. 2368. May as well grab it. They have 2 available. Get them while you can. Yep. That's 100% it. What's this one? 1000X 2359. Last one. Probably the same one. Yep. Here's one over here, 16 bucks, but it doesn't have the right base. And it's probably the same damn camera. Okay, here's a second one. There's one, the last one, 2 sold. They got one more of these. Okay, 23.59 versus 23.68. Same damn thing. They got the same pictures. Come from Chino Hills, California. Coming from California. Yeah, right. That's probably the same damn seller. Yeah, different account. Then you got this one. Okay, it's 16.45. It's a little cheaper. 1000X. But you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate this thing. Every bit of it. You can't go vertical on it. No, run away. You can't get a vertical shot. Not worth it. It ain't worth a savings, dude. If you had to spend $10 for the, if you had to spend $20 for the stand, it'd be worth it. That's how important the stand is for this operation. Just get the hell out of there. That's what you want. Yeah, but 2000X is probably going to be a little pricier. I don't know how much. I suspect if they get the chips down, if they get those into production, you know, the price will be pretty much agreeable pretty quick. Yeah, $19.99 versus $24, and you'll be screaming bloody murder if you ain't got that vertical stand. Well, if the chip production increases enough on the 2000X model, they'll drop in price and then I'll make the leap. Yeah, but they're out there. Tell them about taking the plastic off to get closer to the coin. There's a part here. Where the hell we go? Here's OBS, right? Stop it. Home. Okay. They got a little piece that goes in the front here. I have it around here somewhere. It's a light diffuser. It kind of comes down. You've seen it. You just saw the darn thing. Here's the screen. Where the heck did it go? Well, we just lost it. Well, I don't care. To heck with it. I gotta find my way home. There, okay, there's a plastic piece that comes off, and you can take that the hell off. It's not glued in, just give it a and pull it off. So you have now no end, and there's your insides, there's your guts. There. That's what it looks like. And in the center there is where the camera is. But I'd have to get the light on that. No matter. And by zooming in, you're just moving that piece back and forth, the light sensor dingy. And it lets you, if you get rid of that plastic cap, lets you get a little bit closer, just this much closer, 1/8 of an inch. And it makes all the difference when you really want to get in and take a look at the middle or the side of that S on your nickel. Dum-da-dum. There. Okay. Now you get so damn close you can't get to the coin, right? Geez, I'm down. My finger is thicker than that space. So if I had the coin and I'm trying to move it around with my finger, ain't no way I'm going to move that with my finger, right? So I'm going to get the focus right. It's here. We can get it. There. There's your focus. But I can't get in there to move the coin around. So I put the coin on a card. See that? Coin's on a card, and I can get to the card. I spin it, move it around. But I'm not scraping the coin over any surface. It's stable in relation to the surface that it's on. I can move it around just as nice as you please. Look at that little crack. Did you get it off? Get what? The little clear part? Yeah, popped right off. Gotta be glued? Twist it harder. You get a bandsaw? Make it sound like a cat. You put it in the bandsaw and you go, meow. Pliers. Yeah. Well, leave it on until you get to the point that you've outgrown it, and then you can just tweak the hell out of the thing. You know, you learn how to use it before you break it. Yep. That'll get you home. Okay, let's look at the next picture on the same thing we're seeing. That's not it. There, same darn shot. It's a little stretched out. Big old crack here. But when you find when you're zoomed in this far, a tiny little motion, just the slightest of motions here, is going to, throw it across the screen up there. Oh, there is a lens cap, and that'll be on that plastic end. I have a candle holder I move around that fits my lens cap perfectly. MacGyver's got nothing on me. Hey, whatever's handy, man. This is just a card. I mean, you can use a flat piece of dark paper. Dark I like because it doesn't compete with a coin. If I'm at the edge, it'll even get darker still. If I got white, then it makes the coin turn dark. Let me show you this. Here's the scope. Okay, there. Here's the background. Let me go up just a bit. Here's the background. I can zoom in and focus on the freaking fiber on the paper of this card. Right? There it is. Where the hell did you go? Home? There's the card. It's got foam in the middle. That's all it is. And paper. And we can focus on the fiber on that. That's what you're looking at here. I'll put the nickel in there and get the edge. So now watch what happens to the fiber. Over here it's gray. I get close, it gets darker because it's starting to pick up the brightness of the nickel. And by this point, what am I, third of the image? The gray became black. Again, because the camera's compensating for that light change. Okay, let's put it under some bright white instead and see what the hell that does to your nickel. Okay, there's the bright white. And I'm going to creep up on it. There it is. What's going on with that nickel? So it doesn't change so much. But over here, does the nickel change in color? Work on it. There are some changes that happen with a different background. And I find if you're taking a whole shot of the coin, the black background really looks best. Okay, give me a coin. Where's home? Oh, we're on home. Here's a dark background. It's a proof set. And here's a shiny coin. Ta-da! If I get that lined up right, it looks so much better on a dark background. Isn't that pretty? But I use a black background. Yeah, keep your fingers out of the light. You get that laser fingerprints. That's not good for you. Yeah. Yeah, don't stick your finger up in there. You know, that's not good luck. This one doesn't have the lights. Some people grab a spare flashlight so they can illuminate the coin from the side. I've got a light source here somewhere, which I probably won't. Here's one. So I can show up that coin from the side, and you see a difference on the coin in the close-up too. And it helps if you want to, diagnose, is it raised, is it low? Can I change the? There. Here's no light. Where's the home? There you go, same coin. If I bring in a light source from the side, I can see the side of those things instead of this deep shadow. Where's the pointer? So let's watch this part of the shield, this side of the shield. It's upside down. There's the fletching, right, for the arrows. And let's look in on the sides of this arrow. I can actually put some extra light on that. But I can pull it back, bring it in, zoom, and just enough that I can make out a little extra detail. And it's handy. If you're trying to spot those mint marks that are doubled and it's just a little split serif, this is where it jumps, really jumps in. Here's that 1982D. There. Okay, now I want to look at that frickin' serif, but I can't. It's just not good enough. I can't see it. So I can tilt it, put the light on it, have a field day. Back it off. You know, a lot of it's going to be trial and error. What works for you may not be what works for somebody else. Where the hell to go? There it is. I can bring in the light. Just play with it. Off to the blender. That's right. I just thought a great idea for coin handler. Off to the blender. Huh? I'm worried about Frank. Most days. Okay, well there we go. I gotta reset this whole BS. It's getting out. I add and add and add, and finally it gets to a point it just stops making. Beg your pardon. Stops making sense anymore. Okay. Here's a coin on a black background. That looks pretty sharp. Oh, watch this. Give me something dark. Block the light coming in. And that can impact the way the coin appears. Okay, if I get reflection on the coin, I can move it to where there's no reflection, and then block the side light, and it changes the appearance of that coin. Here's a piece of cardboard. Dum-da-dum. I got a light right above it. You can use bright paper and see what the hell that does. Ooh, now you got kind of a gray coin. No, just play with it. See what works best for you. And if you get some really good tricks, we'll share it with us. People make light boxes just for this. I know a guy who does ping pong. He's got lights in ping pong balls on these flexible, you know, like the lamp up here. You know, lights on ping pong balls on flexible stands. So we can move those in. And look at that coin with the ping pong balls way down here, you know, and just move them around until it's just right. CJ's here. Blender's a 3D program. Oh, I thought it was going to put some coins in, like a, you know, Cuisinart or something. Make a little pizza paddle to put the coin on and move it around under the scope. You got black plastic, flat finish. But it would be handy to have a couple of handles. But really, I just use a card. It does the job. Yeah, but you could get, $1.99 for a freaking coin thing. What do they call that? A coin paddle. I got a pizza paddle. Yeah, somebody will pay for it. Put a piece of cloth on it or something. Glue it up, nice flat velvet. Picture of Elvis on there. 2x2 square cardboard. No idea what that means. This gets me by. But what? 2x2, 3x3. What's your biggest coin out there? Probably an eagle size coin. Yeah. 2 inches square, flat. Make it so you can raise it up and angle it different ways. And something to grip it on. If you make millions from it, can I have a designer's cut? All you got to do is design it. I'm going to go to peace. I'll be back in a flash here. Okay, what's this? That's a large date. And we got a small date. So the cameras come in so handy when you have the different varieties, and you can do, you know, diagnostic photos. Large date here, small date there. Small date, large date. Okay, this will work. Ta-da! What you got? Small date, and right next door to it, large date. Huh? See the way that works? Now we can take a picture here. Let's see, how can I do that with this? I'd have to disable the USB. Let me kill that. Scope. Let me kill that. No, wait, let me bring it back up. And I'm gonna, that's not it. Scope. Properties. Deactivate. There, deactivated. Okay. Now, go to the screen. I can open this up. It's going to work there. Put a picture of a large date, and that's good focus here. About right. Let me try to tweak it just a little bit. That looks pretty sharp. Click. Okay, go to your next one. It's the same distance, so it should be about the same size. And I'm going to click that. Now, let's open these up. Okay. Hit the button. And edit. We need the keyboard. Okay, there's one. There's the other. Okay, let's take that. Copy. Go to the other one. There, paste it right on top. Okay, that didn't work. Make that a little bigger first. Now we can paste it. Well, I don't like that. Let's try changing. Let's see. There's your large date and your small date. No, I want to get that with a bit of the rim in there too. Copy. And paste in there. Look, see, I've got the rim in there. So you can get the distance between the date and the rim. Ta-da! I'm going to trim that off. Crop it. Okay, there. Small date, large date. One on top of each other. Okay, you see that? Yeah, that's good. Okay, and I can zoom that up. Give me view. Zoom in. There. Now you get a diagnostic image, so now you can look and say, ah, I have a small date and not a large date. Isn't that handy? People need this stuff. There. Handy things. Good night. It's 3 a.m. Where you at, Daryl? Seems like the Midwest. Texas or something. Kansas. Where did presidentials go? I lost some coin. Oh, they're right here in front of me. Yep, good night, baby. What's this one? What is this one? It's a 1980. That's a 2009. It's so easy to lose your paperwork. Tennessee. There you go. Louisville. Louisville's a fine town. I had an alley cat moving through Louisville one time. Good. There. I'm going to get these out of the way. And I have no place to put them. Well, maybe. That's a precarious spot. Go there. Alrighty. Roll Tide. No, that's Alabama. Tennessee, they got that other team. Okay, look, I've been on for an hour and a half. That's pretty good for me. We covered Cameo. We talked about Cameo. We talked about cameras. Cams and cameos. Cameras. Yeah, they got the volunteers. The Davy Crockett's or something. No, that's Kentucky. It's all good. Yep. Oh, if you're going to be up, you may as well learn something. Yeah, we learned something. Works for me. I'm going to take off, guys. I want to thank you for coming in. Somebody will be on, probably CJ or Daryl or David or Big and Bama. Somebody's coming on. Go watch them for a while. Okay, I'm going to take off. We'll see you later.